this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Perfect timing because when it's Lunchbox time, it also means it's lunch time, and we're here for a special remote edition today. Visit Lauderdale edition. Neki Mohan is on the way. She is just in from Phoenix. She had some county business. She was doing one of these tourism, conventions, and she's coming on the way. But we're here today in the heart of Fort Lauderdale on 17th Street, Southeast 17th Street, at a brand new establishment, and it's after my own heart and belly because I love lobster. I love lobster rolls. It's called Mystic Lobster Roll Company, part of a growing chain, and the franchisee owner here is Mr. Harry Stampler. Welcome to the Lunchbox. How are you today, Harry?
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming out here today and doing this.
Yeah, no, and we started off, we're going to be surrounded by a sea of lobsters, I think. And Mike Lubie, how are you doing today? And
I'm doing well, gentlemen. I am ecstatic. I know someone who's very jealous of me and you. Today is my wife who loves herself a lobster roll. So a restaurant where the whole thing is tons of lobster rolls. She is giddy. I'm giddy. And I really am excited to be here at Mystic Lobster Company.
Well, that's great because, it's too bad the Shirley, your wife, couldn't make it because she would probably eat her way through half the menu.
Yes,
I want to do because just tell us a little bit about the concept, when you guys opened up, and what are people going to find here on? Well, it's not big mystery, I guess, if you name it Mystic Lobster Roll Company, that you've got lobster rolls, but you've got all kinds of different kinds of twists on the old standards, right?
Absolutely. So we opened up in September. Yep. So as you said, we are basically new, gaining a lot of traction, and the concept comes from New Jersey, actually, and even with the Mystic.
They got lobsters in New Jersey? Well, they have lobster rolls in New Jersey. Right?
Yes, sir. And here, what could you expect? You absolutely get your classics, your New England, your Maine, and but then we've taken it a step further and have many fusions, as you can see by our.
It looks cool because look, I'm a traditionalist. I like the pure simplicity of the Maine lobster roll, which is just coated with a little bit of mayonnaise, and you have some chives in it. But some people do it with a little celery, and then there's the Connecticut style, which is served warm, dunked in butter, right?
Absolutely.
So you have those two, but then and I'm getting a little rude here because I'm smelling these Old Bay French fries. They're hitting me in the face, and it's not a lunchbox until Mike Mayo starts eating. So of course I'm going to lose. Some people who bet on who's going to take the first bite. It's always usually me. I'm having.
There we go. Enjoy it, Mike.
Having that Old Bay French fry, nice and hot, crisp. We love good fries along with our lobster rolls. But as I stuff my face with the French fry, tell us a little bit about some of the variations. And
okay, yeah, absolutely. We probably one of our most popular specialty rolls is the Deep South. Gives you some candied jalapenos there. Gives you a little bit of kick and spice to your lobster. We have the surf and turf with some filet mignon, and once again the lobster with the butter. We even have a vegan roll for those who want to come in with a lobster lover and just can't eat the lobster. So
what do they make the vegan lobster roll at?
It's with mushroom.
Oh, oyster mushroom.
And then we have the vegan butter, or we'll have the vegan mayonnaise to roll, and how you'd like that. So definitely could come on through even if you're not a lobster lover. My wife's favorite is probably the Bombay.
Bombay? That
Yes.
sounds a little exotic. What's in that one?
You have some coconut. You have some coconut curry aioli, so it gives you that
curry.
Bombay experience.
So a little bit of the Indian/island West Indian flavors with the curry and all that, and the coconut. That sounds good. What really intrigues me is this Hawaiian one, which I think we're going to be hit with in a second. I think right now we just got the one of the basic. Oh, look, is this one of the mighty rolls? Is this?
I'm not sure. Well, yeah, that looks like a mighty. Yes.
Explain to people the concept. Well, I stuffed my face even more. What the mighty lobster roll is.
Okay, so we have our traditional rolls, and if you want to go ahead and just have extra meat on it, it's called a mighty roll, and we go ahead and add extra meat. We actually do something on Mondays, Mike, that is called Mystic Monday, where it's usually $10 to get that extra meat. It's only $5 on Monday.
Oh, that's a good deal. You load it up for all the lobster meat lovers, and you get that bonus amount. And you got some other specials going now during the week too. Can you?
Absolutely. So not only do we put our lobster in rolls, we put it in mac and cheese. We also put it in tacos. So we're going to go ahead and do Taco Tuesdays, where you get $2 off any taco orders that when you come on in.
Nice. And I think Martin's was telling me that pretty soon you're going to be doing something called the secret menu and doing some dinner specials involving lobster. What's happening with that?
We will go ahead and launch that in December. We're very excited. And as the dinner says secret, it is a secret menu coming out in December. And please stay tuned to see what that looks like.
Now, I'm imagining if I'm going to have some things involving lobster, there might be like a lobster ravioli.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just guessing these things here. Mike Lubitz, are we doing all right? Are we okay? We good? Okay. Anytime I see Lubie running around, I'm always getting a little bit nervous. But I think we're going, and I got to just say a couple of kind words about you've got some interesting things in your soda and beer case. You do have beer and wine here, right?
Absolutely.
And one of the things you have is that real kind of taste of Maine is this blueberry soda, which is coming from I guess a soda company that's based in Maine.
Root
blueberry soda, and it's good. I love the take blueberries with lobster because that's a Maine summer tradition. Come on in and just drop the rest of it. We got this is your lovely wife,
yes,
Jackie, right?
Jackie, say hello.
Yeah. Hello, wave to the audience, and we're here. And Mystic Lobster Roll Company opened 2 months ago, and it's right along this really busy corridor. You couldn't pick a better location. She took over a space that used to be another restaurant, Kubo Asian Cuisine, which moved to bigger digs just in the same shopping plaza. What is the address here again? It's
753 Southeast 17th Street.
Okay,
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
753, and it's really conveniently located. If you're close coming to the airport to pick up somebody or drop them off, come on out here, and it's right on the way down to Port Everglades. So for the people who are going to cruises or have family and friends coming to town for a cruise, and you got to give them a lift, perfect spot to come in. What are the hours here, Harry?
We're open at 11 to 8, Monday through Thursday, Friday and Saturday till 9. And you can literally drop in and get a roll relatively quickly. We are that fast casual hybrid. We'll sit you at the table. If you're in a rush to get to the airport, like Mike said, 5 to 10 minutes, you can head right back out with a Maine lobster roll.
Nice. So, Lubie, what intrigues you on this menu? Because I think what I see here is the one with the fried jalapenos, right?
And that's going to be your Deep South.
That's the Deep
Nice,
South. Now, the lobster itself, when I hear Deep South, right, I think fried food because everything, they like to throw everything in the fryer in the Deep South. But here, the lobster is not fried, but they do use the fried, candied jalapenos.
Interesting.
And chipotle mayo and the jalapeno aioli. So that's a little bit of, it sounds like it's going to have a little bit of a kick on it. I'm going to wait till the knives show up because Lubie always yells at me if I start tearing into things with my hands or just start shoveling it in. Because
we could have them cut them in half.
Yeah, that would be like a fantastic a way to go about things, and it will prevent Lubie from yelling at me for my horrible manners. If you have like a knife, it'd be great. Oh,
the problem with Mike Mayo, and you're just meeting Mike Mayo, and he is a renowned food critic. He's well respected in the community. People walk in and they take his opinion really seriously. And then you watch him eat, and it's a different animal. So I underscore the word animal, and I highlight it loudly. And it makes me happy as a human who I thought I ate very aggressively. So yes, instead of him putting his whole face in the lobster, which look, I would love to as well. It looks amazing. Let's cut it. Let's share it.
I might like to see that.
Let's do that off air. I'm actually a big hot roll fan. Like I know people do it, the lobster salad, with the mayonnaise cold. I like hot. What are your favorites on your menu? What got you into doing lobster rolls and doing things of this nature?
Okay, yeah. So it's an interesting story. I was in the commercial real. I'm in the commercial real estate world, and I did work for the gentleman. Ate his food, loved the concept. My wife ate the food, and women and my wife, and she was like, "We have to have one of these. This is absolutely amazing. Florida has nothing like it. The Maine lobster, the quick service, And obviously, you mentioned the frying everything. In our fryer, we only have fries.
Right. That's
so
it. So
that's all we're frying.
very
right there.
simple and healthy
Hi,
menu
how you
here.
doing?
And we welcome back to the set of the show, the Lunchbox. Visit Lauderdale's Neki Mohan. And I see you brought company.
Yeah.
Kamala,
Yes, I brought Kamala Clark, our Senior Vice President of Marketing from Visit Lauderdale.
Excellent. How you doing?
Yeah, I run around like a chicken with my head cut off,
Well,
as usual, but
forget
it's all
chicken.
good.
Today is all about the lobster.
That's right.
And we even cut
Well,
it
you
in
had
half.
me at food.
So
you
you
know
could
that.
just
There we go. I'm
we could-
excited for y'all
and
to
this here is
dig in.
this is co-owner Harry Stampler is had started this franchise along with some partners, locals, and basically it started in New Jersey, as saying, and now there's a bunch of locations sprouting up around Florida.
How long has it been here in this spot?
2 months.
Oh, 2
Yes,
months.
2 months.
Yes.
Brand new.
Brand new emphasis.
Welcome.
And we
welcome
have a
to
couple of
Burnout.
variations. You could look at the menu, Neki. We've
Actually,
got.
that's the LBI roll. Is the Long Beach Island?
Oh, okay. The LBI roll has the avocado on it, I
Yes, sir.
believe, and yeah. So we've got all these different varieties besides the usual standard lobster rolls, and we also have the Old Bay French fries seasoned with the Old Bay seasoning. If you want, anybody can dig in
Feel free.
because this is like the buffet line
Well,
here.
well,
at the
Camel's from
Lunchbox.
Maryland, so you
Oh,
say,
okay.
you had her at Old Bay.
There you go. We definitely want the northern experience here.
So, tell me again. So, how many are in Florida now? I guess. Do you know?
Right now, yes, there's 3.
Okay.
4. That's right. Naples. Okay, we have Boca.
Mhm.
We have Fort Lauderdale. And give me the 4th one. Juno Beach. That's right.
Juno
Sorry, that's
Beach.
Juno
Okay,
Beach
so
out,
they're
yes.
starting to open up, and you again, it's franchisees, so there's different ones operating these different stores. But we're happy you're here in Fort Lauderdale. Why do you think lobster rolls are having this moment now? It seems like every place I go, they're either serving lobster rolls or there's a lobster roll truck that's just attracting big crowds. Is there anything behind the whole lobster roll mania going on?
I wish I could answer it, but at the end of the day, some other companies started and they did well. There was a demand for it. I knew 17th Street Causeway. I'm very familiar with this area being local. My partners were local, and we knew it would be something that the residents of Fort Lauderdale would really enjoy. So,
Well, I think it's like the perfect sandwich. He's a big sandwich guy,
okay.
and I'm not a big sandwich girl, but it's like it's compact. It's got some good protein in it. It's not heavy. I tend to like my lobster roll warm.
Yes, that's a Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's this one here. You're
Right.
gonna that one, and we're
Yeah.
gonna let you do.
But I already started eating this, and I got to eat both of them.
There you go. It's
Wait,
a tough
It's
situation
a
to
tough,
be in.
tough situation to be in.
Welcome back to the Lunchbox, where we're getting stuffed is a pleasure. So,
Yeah.
This
is good stuff.
It's good stuff. Nick, I was pleased to be down on this stretch because this corridor is really key and vital to the whole Visit Lauderdale brand and the whole Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau. What do we got on this stretch? We got Port Everglades. We got the new convention center. I mean, the newly refurbished, renovated.
Yeah, but more importantly, we have like the Renaissance and Embassy Suites and those places where, we have a bunch of festivals coming up. Odyssey's in December. Odyssey Beach Festival. So 2 good tickets, I think, went on sale this week. That festival bleeds all the way into here.
Absolutely.
And people want to like grab something to go to the beach, and that's where a lobster roll comes into place, right?
Oh, Joe was tremendous.
All right, you guys did great during the boat show. How was that week?
Excellent traffic all up and down the 17th. Lobster rolls, and they were.
We got to get you into the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
We are actually in the Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine.
There you go.
Fantastic.
It's been rebranded as the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine
I
Festival.
apologize.
No,
Visit
it's okay.
Florida.
The Visit Lauderdale folks have stepped up and become major sponsors, and our friends Phil and Kate, great people that really have grown this festival, made it a homegrown event, and spotlight the best that Greater Fort Lauderdale has to offer. And now might be a good time. We'll go into the first break, but we've been doing some stuff with Phil and Kate, and you should go onto their website, vlfoodwine.com, to check out all their events and latest offerings. The tickets, the big 3 events are going to be they have the bar cocktail competition coming up on Wednesday, January 11th.
And there's a barbecue event.
Barbecue battle at the Hyatt Centric Hotel downtown Fort Lauderdale on Friday the 13th. But it's going to be a really lucky day for barbecue lovers because they got a great lineup of both locals and national competitors, including last year's defending champion Ed Randolph, who you've seen on some Food Network competitions, and he made a really good, delicious brisket last year. So that's the barbecue battle, and then of course the grand tasting Saturday, January 14th, down at Las Olas Beachfront Park, there, right at the corner of A1A and Las Olas Boulevard.
I think this is going to be a hit.
And that's going to be a hit. Fresh seafood is always in fashion in Fort Lauderdale. Go VLFoodWine.com. Go click on the tickets. Makes great stocking stuffer for the holidays. Reasonably priced. Even better, use the code Lunchbox. That's Lunchbox code for additional savings, an extra 15% off. And go grab some tickets now, because they're going fast, and before you know it, they'll be sold out. There's also intimate dinners all week. Again, that's the greater.
There's something for everyone. Visit Lauderdale.
Visit Lauderdale.
I love when he talks because I can keep eating.
Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. VLFoodWine.com. Go on there, get your tickets now.
And it's also on visitlauderdale.com as well.
And visitlauderdale.com as well. We'll be back after these words, and we'll continue talking to owner Harry Stampler here at the new Mystic Lobster Roll Company in Fort Lauderdale.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans. For 30 years, they've been doing a great job. The original location, West Side, 3303 Sheridan Street, just across from TY Park in Hollywood. And there's the East Side location, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. You go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the blackened grilled wings, and of course, the kitchens are open late in both locations. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent.
We're back on the Lunchbox at
We
Mystic.
got our host busy grabbing his drinks and hanging out. It's a really nice little spot.
We're making them work, but
These, can I tell you, like, whenever I go, we just came back from a convention. Whenever I go to conventions, you stay in the hotel. After a couple of days of eating the hotel food, you're looking for a spot like this, right? So that's why it's so nice that this is right down from our convention center.
yeah, look, this drag has a lot. It really showcases the diversity that we love so much in Greater Fort Lauderdale, because besides having all these different cuisines, and right next door we have Kubo Asian cuisine, which used to be here. It starts a small little hole in the wall,
Now it's expanded.
and now it's expanded to 4,500 square feet.
Absolutely.
Now we have Harry's come in with Mystic Lobster, and it's by no means a hole in the wall. It's a really spiffy, neat little shop. And then you have all these Filipino little restaurants and places where you come take away Filipino food in the next plaza over, next to an Irish pub, next to the quarter deck that just relocated and got rebuilt. And then there's Southport Raw Bar, and then there's the Boatyard from the restaurant people that has the higher end, beautiful location, dockside setting on a canal there. So again, there's something for everyone along this corridor, all price points, all different styles, whether you want the full service sit down or just the kind of just
And what's
casual.
great is that it's near these hotels. A lot of our, here in hospitality, we really struggle to get staffing back, right? So sometimes they're only able to open their hotel restaurant for dinner because that's the staffing that they have, right?
Sure.
So you need places like this so people can come grab a quick, good lunch. You know what I mean? That's not,
Absolutely.
I'm not knocking fast food because Lord knows I've given them a lot of my money. but you want something a fast casual, but that's a good meal.
That's exactly the creator Phil that started this concept. It was exactly that. He goes, why does a fast casual? Why does fast food? Why can't it be elevated? Why can't somebody get a delicacy on the run when they have a half hour to get to and from? So that's exactly what we're trying to serve. But then again, you could come in and have some beer or wine and spend an hour or two.
And if you want to have dinner, you're like, oh, this is still a good dinner too.
Absolutely, yeah. Open till 8 o'clock. So for those who want to grab a bite before getting out and about and checking out some of the great, a lot of good local breweries, craft breweries are nearby, including Lauderdale. I don't know if you found that yet. It's near the airport, kind of hidden away, and then there's Three Sons Brewing, which is just south of the airport. That's kind of my local.
They have really good food.
They have food.
Three Sons Brewing had really good food.
But I say you could do a double header where you come here for your lobster rolls, get a little base, and then go check out some of the craft beers. And it's just a really exciting time to be a food lover.
Don't follow his food plan. Don't. That's not a good.
Well, it's not good
You won't be on this
for the
earth
waste.
long.
I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hey, Harry, tell me a little bit more about you were saying that you've got some other specials.
Look at that,
lobster mac and cheese. That looks like it's got me written all over that. I'm going to dive in a second. But you said on Wednesdays you kind of be doing it because you have the beer and wine license. You're going to be doing some of those wine specials.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do wine Wednesdays, and anybody that comes in enjoys 50% off their wine that day. So for all the wine drinkers,
hello.
Nice, very good. I'm going to lose it.
More little trays like
so
this, so we can divvy them up.
The other thing you were saying is you made a very nice, generous offer, so that anybody who's listening, watching us now on the Visit Lauderdale Lunchbox broadcast today, live stream, mention the Lunchbox, mention this live stream show, and you'll expansion, or for now you're just gonna kind of
No, absolutely. Me and my business partners are talking, and we'll we want to launch 3-4 more of these along the coast. We believe we should bring this to more than just Fort Lauderdale, and that's our plans.
Great.
And that will be announced.
bring it to some of the inland people.
Yeah,
Lubie lives in Coral Springs, and
and Miramar.
We do want to do suburbs and
Pines.
Plantation and Pembroke Pines. So
that
and, go in the
Coral Springs right here for this man. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
we're gonna give you a roll for your wife, so that way you have a good night.
Got to keep Shirley happy. Happy wife equals
I love
happy
the fact
life.
that his wife's name is Shirley. That's my mom's name.
She spells it a little differently, though,
Yes,
right?
yes,
It's
yes.
Cheryl. It's SHEARLY. So Shirley.
Okay.
You're giving out all these people information. Someone would steal their identity.
No, we're not
They
going to
could
have them
just
do
like-
that. They don't know her last name. She goes by a different moniker.
You don't have followers like that anymore.
All right, I'm diving in finally. I'm going to try and be a little adventurous
go.
and go into the southern roll, and I'm going to make a big old mess because that's what I do. And Neki, I'm going to need you to kind of
Here you go, Mike.
carry me here while my mouth is full, and hopefully I don't choke on the. No, I'm not going to choke on anything here. It's just a jalapeno. All right, here I go, and I'm going to give my instant
So I
review.
jumped in late, so I'm going to do a quick fact check. How long have you owned this business?
A little over 2 months.
Oh, just 2 months.
Yeah, we opened
And then you
second
opened, like,
week of September.
4 or 5 restaurants at the same time, or did you open others?
No, that would be the plan to go ahead and launch.
Yeah.
We were doing this one first,
Oh,
and
this
then
is
we
your
want to
number
go
first
ahead and
one.
launch. Yes.
Mhm. Why'd you
Well,
choose
what I-
this? What'd you do
As I
before?
explained earlier, I do commercial real estate, and I
Oh,
did some
okay.
work for some of the franchisees for the franchisor.
Oh,
My wife ate My wife loved it. She said, we got to run with this. I love the concept. I love the rolls, as you can see, the quality. And
how
and what
many
fills-
lobster franchises did you eat at before putting yours together? Did you go to Luke's Lobster? I know Luke's Lobster in
we
DC.
did it everywhere. We did everywhere. We were at Kelly's. We were at Luke's. We were at Lobster Shack. I mean, you name it.
Cousins,
It's a
you
thing
check
you have
out.
to do. Key lime pie. We have award-winning key lime pie from the Keys. We try to curate locally
Yes.
and sustainable here. And you don't know how many key lime pies I had. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
No, I love the support you're showing. I mean, you have these products from Maine because lobster rolls are, lobster
Right.
comes from Maine. But
And my friends from Boston, when they come in, are going to look for stuff like
right.
that.
But
the mural back there and all the other, we really wanted the Northern experience. You don't know how many people don't understand an Old Bay fry. And I'm like,
Right.
and when they have their first one, they're ecstatic.
Right.
I'm like, the seasoning was in your cabinet the whole time.
Yeah, right.
and you also
Right.
do the truffle fries besides
truffle
the Old
parm is-
Bay.
yes.
So, they have all kinds of variety.
I
Or
think
just
we'll get some truffle
plain
parm fries here. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope so.
But I was saying, besides some of the New England products, you also have local products like local breweries you have on display. And I was really pleased to see behind me, me and ice cream, Neki.
Right.
This is a
Wilton.
product that's out. Lily's handmade ice cream is out of Delray Beach,
Yes.
a little to our north, but a really cool family. They're Israeli American.
Yeah, Ori's amazing.
Ori is the son who learned how he was first like a pastry chef and then learned about making ice cream while he was a cook chef in the Israeli Air Force, and then came over here. And his father, Ronan, and the whole family opened up this Lily's Ice Cream Parlor in Delray. I've become familiar with it because of doing some stuff with this new app up there. And it's one of my favorite ice creams down here. They make really good product. And
all your other ice cream people are going to be like protesting in a minute. Like DJ is going to be blowing up your
a
phone.
rising tide.
Cleveland's going to blow up my
I
phone.
saw DJ this past week, and you know
Right.
what I say that it's not a zero-sum game. It's possible to have like 4 great ice cream parlors locally, which we do between
Right.
Wilton Creamery and Cleveland's and Jackson's and who am I forgetting? And then also
The guy out west, the veteran.
Yeah, and then you get the Let's Chill ice cream is out in Coral Springs. There's so many good ice cream parlors, and then it's great that you have more, and they're all good.
Absolutely.
They all have their little specialty flavors. The Dusty Monkey is in the case here. That's like a banana with like a Biscoff cookie that's in
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
It's a delicious.
He knows his ice cream.
Oh, look at me! Look at me! I am
Yeah.
just one big tub of fun.
Yeah.
It's tremendous. I mean, we have people that come in ritually every week and make sure they grab a pint
Well,
of ice cream
I'm
for their
glad
home.
that again you're supporting local and you're carrying and helping them, and hopefully they're going to help you out by talking up all your good points for everybody who comes down here to either pick somebody up at Fort Lauderdale Airport or has to go on a cruise.
But I think these fast casuals are really having a moment because you have all these people, like you said, the gentleman, the one who does Lily's ice cream, that come in to the food experience with so much experience and decide I'm going to do an ice cream. Or I'm going to work at a restaurant and not be a big restaurant, but bring really well done, amazing curated food
Absolutely.
at an affordable price.
Yes, absolutely.
And so you're able to capitalize on it. And as you're in real estate, so you know how much we've had this population shift.
Location.
Absolutely. It's been super hyper. And we know the influxes of people, and it's actually called hyperness in commerce. Because when population increases, obviously commerce has to catch up. So we're seeing that a lot. But it is a new trend, and I think some of that came out of COVID and realizing deliveries are still at a very high tick, and they were able to do it in smaller settings and bring better quality food. So I think it's an amazing time. I'm excited about it.
So how much the basic lobster rolls here go for like $20?
Right, it's $20.99 or $22 for the specialty
rolls. And let me give my instant review of the Southern roll. It's very intriguing because first of all, you have the classic split top bun toasted, stuffed with really good, sweet, tender lobster meat, lots of claws, and there's no filler. This is just pure hefty lobster meat.
Absolutely.
But this jalapeno, the candied jalapenos gives it that whole sweet heat element that has become so popular now. And I'm not the biggest sweet guy with my savory, but when it's sweet heat, I could deal with it. And this is very, very tasty. and it's one of those things where you got to come in and try it for yourself and see which is your favorite flavor. It's like going to an ice cream store. You got to try all the flavors. Here, you got to come and try all the different lobster rolls. I think I counted about 10 of them in all.
Yeah. I encourage it.
Yeah,
I encourage it. Hey, I could always make them another roll if they want to be adventurous.
That's good to know.
I enjoy that. Come on in and try something new.
Because the people on the Let's Eat South Florida group, sometimes they get a little persnickety, and if they don't like it, and then they want to send it back, and then
we make them a Connecticut.
Yeah,
we call it a day.
Yeah, call it a day. Give them the classic, which I have not dived into that yet. It's calling my name. I got to check out the macaroni and cheese.
So much to do.
Oh, the mac.
Did we need that one cut in half? Is that why you guys are?
Oh yeah, we're hesitant.
Favorite part of the show is
Jackie,
watching
can I get this cut in half?
Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna dig in here, and I apologize for my bad manners and just eating and talking with my mouth full.
I always say, like,
can you cut that in half?
I always say that if we can't be authentic and eat while we're going, then what's the point of a food show? Nobody wants to hear you talk about it. They want to see you experience it.
Wow. That mac and cheese is dynamite.
It's really good.
I don't know. Really, do you know how many cheese blend it is, or are they just using a classic?
It's about 3 or 4.
3 or 4. It tastes like it. Tastes like they got the good cheddar. I don't know. I'm going to guess, but some sort of maybe a Gouda or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's why
this is why he eats so much, so he understands the food.
Not only that, I mean, they kind of rag on me because I could get a little sloppy, and they say, "How is this kind of uncouth Visigoth been able to become a award-winning food critic at one point?" It's because sometimes my palate works a little bit, but that's delicious. Ritz crackers crumpled on top? Panko breadcrumbs.
Ritz crackers? You think the man went
no.
Ritz crackers and sat there and crumpled it like this?
Before you jump on me, we recently had a lobster mac and cheese, and it was sprinkled the crunch, because you always need a crunch with a little bit of a cheese.
Yes.
Some people use the panko. But this last place I had it at had the traditional way they do it up in New England, because they're, let's face it, they're all very frugal Calvinists and all that stuff up there. But they, all right, no, really. It's, there's a New England mentality, but they use Ritz crackers. That's a classic New England preparation because it's frugal and it makes sense, and it actually was delicious. It gives it a crunch, but it's one of those things that everybody has their own spin of how to get the crunch. So
that's interesting.
Good job. Good job.
It's very New England. Like our whoopie pie is very New England.
Yes.
Now you also do an in-house made dessert, right?
The blueberry.
Yeah. So we might have to try a little bit of
blueberry,
blueberry and the key lime, because again, you're supporting local.
We're gonna have it all, Mike.
You got the Key Largo, the key lime pie coming in from the Keys, right?
Key Largo, yes.
Yeah, Key Largo, and supporting local there, and then making your blueberry. It's like a blueberry crumble. It's a blueberry,
like a blueberry tart cake. Cake, yes.
So now, have you advertised at all, like the hotels, or you put stuff out there?
We did take our menus. We also brought some rolls for the staff and everybody to enjoy, so they understood and what we do over here. So it's been quite a bit of guerrilla. Like I said before, we haven't opened all our platforms for delivery. We'll do that and launch that actually Tuesday. You'll be able to find us on MenuFly.
Great, thanks.
Is that like a higher end rather than Uber Eats or?
Well, we wanted our customers' experience to be excellent, so I wanted everybody to come, hopefully as many as I could in-house, so they know what we're all about before we go to a third party, because we know that could get messy. I'm not going to mention anything.
Did you watch that show on Hulu, The Bear?
No, I didn't, but I will.
Okay, so the scene where they go on delivery platform and they're not ready, and it's absolute chaos.
Yes,
it is absolute chaos. So,
that's what we waited for. So we are launching Tuesday on MenuFly. So we'll have our delivery. We've been getting tons of calls of when are you going to start delivery. So I'm super excited about that once those platforms get going. But like I said, the traction's been great. I have, how people are seasonal and they move in and out. A lot of people are coming and they're home now for the winter, and they're popping in and talking about how their friends ate here and they just had to get over here and try it. And it's been just wonderful. I mean, a blessing.
It is fresh. It's really fresh.
We're here on 17th Street Causeway, and look, they just keep bringing more and more food. Oh my God, it's a a downpour of lobster rolls and fries. We've got. Oh, excuse me. This is an occupational hazard. We got the truffle fries.
Gotta have those.
We have the BLT lobster roll
Oh
that
my
you can
God.
see has a nice some bib lettuce and a fresh a lobster along with the crispy bacon.
Uh-huh.
And this one is this one I thought of you. It's a Hawaiian roll
Really?
with mango. You tell them what's
Is that
tell
mango
her-
boba? What is that?
Yes, that is mango.
Really?
boba.
I was looking at it. I was like, it's too big to be caviar. Like, is it boba?
It's they call it a mango caviar, but it's like
Probably the scariest roll on the menu to the public, but everyone that's eating it, they're like, this is like, what a delight. It's going to give you some of that sweet.
right.
So it'll be interesting. But like I said, I haven't had one person that hasn't enjoyed that.
Really?
They're just like,
Okay.
what a unique twist.
And some shredded coconut
Yes.
too on there. Yeah. So
I'm interested to
You-
see your opinion, Mike.
okay, that'll be after the next break. But first, we're gonna do a little business, and we got to talk about Visit Lauderdale, friends. I mean, this is the time of the year. So much is going to be happening.
Yes.
Season has begun. We've got, like you mentioned, the Odyssey Festival. We've got the boat parade coming up.
Yeah, we just wrapped up Jerk Festival.
Wrapped up Jerk Festival
we have
last
so
weekend.
many. We have a high school marching band competition this weekend over at Central Regional Park.
Gonna have the
There's football. We just had the U.S. Germany soccer match like a few weeks ago. I mean, this is prime time for us.
It's gonna
the
be
Namaste Festival coming up in Pompano Beach.
excellent. And then
December
the high school
9th and
football
10th.
championship
High school
games in
football
mid-December
championships.
right here at Drive Pink Stadium. All this is going on, and it means Greater Fort Lauderdale welcomes everyone under the sun. And that means also all you foodies out there, culinary explorers, cocktail connoisseurs, and craft beer aficionados. Come on, come all. Get ready to savor every flavor and every moment. So much diversity here when it comes to the food. Come stay and play in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Discover taste sensations at more than 4,000 area restaurants such as Mystic Lobster Roll Company right here.
Absolutely.
Welcome. We roll out the welcome wagon to you in Fort Lauderdale. 2
Yep.
months old. Always new places opening up. Come check it out. And you can also, don't forget the thrilling nightlife scenes, craft breweries along the Visit Lauderdale Ale Trail, hidden speakeasies, rooftop bars, and expert mixologists serving up the greatest cocktail inventions. It's a never-ending culinary celebration, and everyone's invited. So for more information about the latest events,
Visit
go to
Lauderdale.com.
visitlauderdale.com. All right, we'll be back after these words, and we'll continue our lobster bacchanal on a Friday
There you go.
with Harry Stampler at Mystic Lobster Roll Company.
I'm definitely going to the gym later.
Oh,
Looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more? Go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Go in there on a Wednesday. They got buy one, get one on cheesesteaks from 5 to 8 p.m. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. like pizza? Who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's in that little bit hard to find Riverside Park neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale, but it's totally easy to love. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue, New Haven style, a pizza from Wade and Reese. It's a lovely outdoor spot. You could also pick up pies to go at 754-779-7788, 754-779-7788. Again, they're open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Go to Pizza Spot. They also have subs, salads, and more. Tell them the Gambling Gourmet sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you.
We're back on a Visit Lauderdale edition of the Lunchbox. Neki Mohan, Mike Lubie's behind the board today with the I'm Mike Mayo,
miss you guys.
And we're here at Mystic Lobster Company in Fort Lauderdale on 17th Street near the Convention Center in Port Everglades with co-owner, proprietor, franchisee Harry Stampler, and so during the break, I sampled they call it the Hawaiian roll. It's got the mango boba on top along with shredded coconut. And so I got to tell you, because I'm a critic, right? And when you're a critic, you have to eat everything, even things that you personally don't like, because you just got to put away your own personal, subjectivity. Two of the things I really just don't like, that I've never liked in my whole life, are mangoes and coconut.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
But I'll eat it. It's not like I'm allergic or anything.
Right.
I won't die. It's just like my personal taste doesn't like it. However, sometimes you get pleasantly surprised when people use those ingredients and it's in a combination that works and makes sense. And I say, aha, I would actually eat that. I would actually order that again. Such is the case with the Hawaiian lobster roll here. The mango boba is a brilliant touch because it's using something that you see now everywhere in these boba tea shops, but in an inventive new way where you get that little burst of snap with the lobster. The lobster, again, this roll is on the sweeter side because it's with the mango and the coconut. So just be warned, for those who like things more savory, salty, not the roll for you. But if you want something different that makes sense, and just having that little coating of shredded coconut, I liked it. I mean, I could definitely, I'm going to go back in for another bite.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is going to be the BLT, just because I'm old school in nature like that with the traditional BLT. But I eat them all. I love them all. And like I said before, the most intimidating for some reason, and I guess even for Mike here, right, is the Hawaiian roll. But when they eat it,
it makes sense.
Moment, right?
It's good. It's almost like a lobster dessert bun, like something like that sweetness. But with the toasted roll, it all works in harmony. And now I'm talking through my
but
food.
I also think that the older you get, the more you go back to your favorites, right? Your comfort food. And I always say you start with the basic, because if they screw up the basic, then I'm not going to try anything else. So you start with the ones that you know, and then you keep going. And that traditional lobster roll is amazing. Awesome. I'm going to go there after
we're coming out with a new one, actually, for on Sundays. We'll be launching that shortly. It's going to be a breakfast roll. So we'll introduce some eggs, Benedict, egg omelet, perhaps, with some bacon, and we'll serve some mimosas and breakfast rolls in a lobster place. So there we go.
Well, this is it's been a real taste treat to go through all these different variations of lobster, something I've never really seen before elsewhere. I mean, I've seen a lot of these new, lobster places popping up, but they usually just do the traditional ones. So
I love this so much.
Kudos to the Mystic Lobster Roll Company people for coming up with a creative menu. And it's one of those things where it'll get people to come back and say, "Oh, I got to try that Louis the 14th," which has what on that? It's prosciutto, prosciutto and lobster, and some truffle, because it's very luxurious, like Louis the 14th. These truffle fries are dynamite. They come out hot and crisp, and that's really again dusted with the Parmesan cheese. And I guess it's time for dessert.
There we go.
And I love to hear that you get the locally sourced, because we all were so hit by the last few years that keeping these local places that put a lot of love into their pies or their ice cream, it's what makes us us.
Extremely important for me and my partners. Also, working with sustainability. If you notice everything, we really
And
try
real
hard.
forks.
We really try hard to use the glass and the aluminum and not have disposables and no one-time use plastics.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there's certain products. But I'd say we're 98% there. So when you come in, that's the reason.
Yep. I mean, that's a big initiative here in Broward County for us as a county agency. You go to our convention center, you'll see that everything we're doing is LEED certified. Even like our potluck that I'm hosting at work on Monday, no single-use plastics.
You're having a
The
Thanksgiving
county doesn't want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
You
What
know
are you
what I'm
cooking?
making?
No,
I know you're going to ask that. So I can read your
I bet
mind.
it's something.
A honey baked
Trini.
ham.
Oh, honey
There
I'm
we
baked
going
go.
to
ham.
stand in that line and go. That would be
Are you
my,
putting a Trini spin on it somehow? Or no, just straight
I'm
up.
going to do these people a flip favor and not kill them. For Thanksgiving.
There we go.
No
You don't want
doubles.
me cooking. No doubles for Thanksgiving. No, because those kind of things, like, you have to. A doubles is best served after a party when you're a little drunk on the side of the road.
It stops
that's
it up.
how doubles. Yes, that's how you eat your double. Yes,
So,
Okay.
well, that's good.
or a cricket game.
Yeah, in the days when we had our holiday potlucks back at the Sun Sentinel, I would just bring the. They actually allowed us to bring some beer and wine at the end. We could have.
No, back in the,
We could have alcohol in the newsroom.
I worked
under
in
the,
news when they would sit there and smoke cigarettes in the offices.
So I would bring.
We're telling our age, and now we're telling everybody our age.
I would bring some sparkling wine. I didn't want to subject anybody to my cooking. I can cook, but I try not to subject.
Yeah,
people to
yeah,
it.
and you want to. I want to enjoy the day, and I only eat ham around the holidays. And the holidays always say ham.
So did I don't know if you're a soccer fan, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the World Cup starts this Sunday, and I know
World
it's
Cup.
a big
the World Cup.
the World
abroad.
Cup
Okay.
for real football.
Okay.
The global stuff
Yeah,
where you use your
football.
feet, soccer.
There you go.
Starting in Qatar in
Uh-huh.
the Middle East, and it begins this Sunday with the home team. Qatar is playing. I don't even know.
Did we make it?
Netherlands. U.S. is playing on Monday, and next Friday. The U.S. opens with Wales,
Uh-huh.
and then they play England next Friday. And but I just didn't know if basically there's going to be all these different
Hosting parties.
at the restaurants and bars around town. We're going to try to put together a list and
Have you
post
been
it.
to a match at Drive Pink yet?
I'm sorry.
Have you been to a match at Drive Pink yet?
No, I have
Inter
not.
Miami. David Beckham.
Oh yeah, no, yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Once soccer,
once.
the Beckham
At
team.
end, get
Yeah,
the paint.
the
Yes,
Inter
the Beckham,
Miami
of
was
course.
playing here until they might move elsewhere. But for now, they're Broward.
Yeah, and they'll
so-
regret it.
Yeah.
They'll regret leaving us here in Broward County. Because
But-
nobody wants that traffic off of 836.
But for
Yeah,
but
that seems like a nightmare to me.
No.
for
With the
food,
airport, rush hour traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 If you got any of the desserts, we're definitely we're down to the last 5 minutes, and we gotta finish.
You know
with
what I
dessert.
love about this unlimited Lunchbox credit card? It's great. You just keep coming. It
Oh, here we
keeps
go.
coming.
There we go.
It's
We've
just great.
on to the piece de resistance,
Oh,
the big
Wow, that
finish.
looks beautiful.
There we go.
This is Tanya. She's always running the
Hey
show.
Tanya, how are you?
Tanya.
Welcome to the Lunchbox. Thank you for all the great food and the awesome service. We really appreciate it. My doctor's going to yell at me even more, but here we
You
go.
might be going to the
I
gym
hope your
twice
doctor
today.
doesn't
Got to go
watch this show.
twice. Yeah, we've got the whoopie pie, which is kind of a New England thing. It's like a cookie
Uh-huh.
stuffed with cream, right? Or like
Yep.
marshmallow or
Yep.
cream? Or
It's
No,
a
it's
cream.
cream.
It's cream. And then we've got the key lime pie from Key Largo, made locally, and we've got in-house, made here on the premises
A
of
blueberry
Mystic
cheese
Lobster
Danish.
Roll, a blueberry. I guess they call it like a blueberry
Cream cheese
pastry.
Danish.
Yeah,
Danish, blueberry
Danish.
Danish. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks good. Who's going to take the first bite? Neki, go
I'll
ahead.
take
Go
one for the
give me
team.
a review of the key lime.
What
Tell
a
me what's going
sacrifice,
on.
right?
I know.
Oh, hurts.
And I'm going to
Sacrificing my waistline.
and anything
really
for our art
Really good.
Right.
audience.
Good
And
tart.
I'm going to go
Yeah,
with
I
the
like
puff
it. It have that,
pastry.
like, it's even when I go to New York and I have cheesecake, I go to Junior's Cheesecake because I
Oh,
like
Juniors, I just was
Right.
there last visit.
right.
Yes.
So it's like, because I like the fact that it just feel like they put some balance
Yes.
into the dessert. You want to taste the flavor. You want the balance of the soup. Did it fall apart? You
It
went straight
flakes.
for the
It does
messy-
flake. It's not Mike's fault.
I'm making a mess.
Well, that's a sign of a good pastry.
Don't let him off the hook.
That's a sign of a good pastry.
I'm back-
The
I'm
fact
back
that
to
it flakes.
Sloppy eater, Mike, not the
Yeah,
refined palate.
I wasn't good at pastry in
Man, that's
home
good.
ec. I actually went to high school when they taught home ec and it was mandatory.
Man,
Actually, and I burned everything in the final. But yeah, so now the whoopie pie.
There we go.
I'm gonna take a bite of the whoopie pie. Me and
Yeah.
Nikki can toast and say cheers.
go.
Good to see you
Cheers.
again. Happy holiday season. I can't believe it's already almost going to be
Thanksgiving next week.
2023. How'd that happen?
This is great.
Oh wow,
This
that's
is great.
nice.
This is great. No, I mean,
Glad
it's
you
a lot of
enjoy
love
it.
going into this whoopie pie. You make this here?
No, that's actually coming from New York.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it's
Great.
I guess a national product, but it's pretty good.
You want a
I don't know
real
why-
whoopie pie? Unfortunately, you got to get it from the north.
All right, and
Yeah.
then
We understand.
finally, I'm going to wrap up with going into the pie, get
Yeah.
a little whipped cream, get a little of the.
Well, thank you so
Graham
much for
cracker
coming on the
puffs.
Lunchbox, and we're happy that you're here, and we're going to spread the word about this place, let people know that it's here, so, because I'm telling you, it's like, everybody wants to know where the good food is, and the food tells the story of your community,
Absolutely.
and that's what people remember,
Yes.
other than the beautiful weather, of course.
So you've managed to do it. Every bite I took today gets the thumbs up. There was no bad bites.
Thank you so
All
much.
three desserts were great. If you are into desserts, and of course,
Who
you
isn't
pick
into
up
dessert? Who are those people?
and then you can pick up a pint of the Lily's handmade ice cream too to take home. So you could get your sugar rush here. You could get
Yeah.
your lobster fill,
Yeah.
that mac
Your
and
line's
cheese,
going to be out the
dynamite,
door at the Visit Lauderdale Food
two
and Wine
types of
Festival.
fries.
Excited
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
going to be around the corner. I hope you're ready.
We're ready. We're
We're
ready. Come
we-
on down.
Yeah, I encourage everybody if you're into the lobster roll scene and
Yeah.
more,
And he's going to
because
have Guy Fieri pulling up in his crazy car outside.
they're going to be introducing some new menu items, the secret menu, all that stuff. Good times here at Mystic Lobster Roll Company in Fort Lauderdale. And remember, mention this podcast. Say, hey, I saw it on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. I saw Neki Mohan. They're going to give you an extra 10% off your tab, and that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Along with the Mighty Mondays, where you can get extra loads of lobster meat on your lobster roll for just $5 more.
Absolutely, Mike.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, it's been a pleasure, Harry. Thank you
Happy
so much for
Thanksgiving.
all the
Happy Thanksgiving.
hospitality.
Thank you so
Thanksgiving.
much
Thank
for
you so
coming
much
out
for
and
the
doing this for
hospitality.
us. We're very
I
blessed.
say forget the turkey. Let's make the national Thanksgiving dish lobster, because
Now
that
you're gonna
came
be- you're
that
gonna
was
run out
near
of the
Plymouth
country.
Rock too,
You're
right?
gonna be run out of the
He's
country.
leaving.
They
You're gonna be
had
running-
lots.
No, it's not.
All right, we can't upend the traditional apple cart like that, but that's okay. I think
We'll work on it yearly.
we'll work on that. Well, I bet we'll make it a pre-Thanksgiving weekend tradition that everybody should come out and eat a lobster
Yes.
roll. So that's
Come on out Wednesday. That
a
sounds
nice
perfect.
late
Wednesday.
bite.
Thanksgiving Eve is for seafood, so all good. All right, that's going to do it for this week and today's edition of the Visit Lauderdale Lunchbox. Big props, thanks to Mike Lubie for all his hard work setting it up, and Neki Mohan, and of course Harry Stempler here and the gang at Mystic Lobster Roll Company. Come on out. It's at 753 Southeast 17th Street, Fort Lauderdale, right near the port, the airport, the convention center, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
For this time until
Basically,
next time.
17th and US one.
17th and US one. It's close by. For this time until next time, it's Mike Mayo saying to enjoy every sandwich and enjoy every lobster roll.